Today, presidential candidate and Alliance for National Transformation flag bearer Mugisha Muntu hit the streets of Kampala along Ginger Road to carry out a public fundraising drive. While in the city, Muntu moved on foot, interacting with people on the streets and in vehicles as he distributed fundraising cards, urging them to support the party's activities ahead of the 2026 general elections, whose campaigns are already underway.
This effort we are all engaged in which we would want to shape the future where we're heading of the country, so we can have a country where there is sanity, where there is justice, where there is fairness, where there is equality before the law, where there are equal opportunities, where there are jobs for the youth.
Muntu says that running a presidential campaign alongside supporting aunt's parliamentary and local government candidates requires resources. He said this is why the party is turning to the public and well-wishers who believe in aunt's mission and vision for contributions.
But who have reached a conclusion that ANT is a party that wants to build institutions that work, to build systems that function. We are a systems party. We are a party that believes in the building of institutions. So even when you're in a different organization, but you believe in that, would like to have your support. Even those who are in the movement who want to see a better future, they need to invest in opposition parties.
However, Muntu says that the party will not accept money from individuals or groups with hidden or selfish motives, such as those involved in criminal activities.
There is money all over the world which you can access if you don't mind about the source of it. As we speak, there is money floating out there. If we wanted to tap into it, we could. There is money for the drug traffickers, there is money for human traffickers, there is money for those who harvest the organs. They always want bases in countries that will give them protection. If you go, they will give you tens of millions of dollars. But then when you get that money and you get through, that means you are going to give them a base. What happens to the country? There's also money of different types that I'm not going to talk about, but it is there, it is floating. Even others who have ever approached us and we say, no, we're not touching that money.
When asked about the People's Front for Freedom, PFF, and its current uncertainty over which opposition presidential candidate it will support in the 2026 general elections regardless of their MOU with ANT, Muntu had this to say.
But we are constantly in touch with them, and we have no problem in them moving slowly but surely. One thing I know, they fully support change. They are not in conflict with us, nor are they in conflict with the NUP. And that's the most important thing.
Muntu headed to the western region ahead of his campaigns in Mitoma, Rubirizi and Shema tomorrow. Alliance for National Transformation is expected to launch their manifesto next week. Norbert Atkunda, NTV News.